Hi guys, welcome back to another daily tarot card. These are your daily tarot cards for Friday, March the 11th, 2022. Today we're pulling from the Astrology Answers tarot cards. We're starting off with the Nine of Wands, and this is like a charming, young, sexy, vicarious fire sign. They do get a bad rep. I don't know if he's being egotistical here, but I definitely feel like one of you are in a relationship, a committed relationship. And I feel like it's like kind of feelings of like a new toy. Maybe like, you've been in a long-term relationship, you don't get the attention like you used to. There's probably other commitments in your life, maybe there's kids involved. So I feel like, something new and shiny comes around and it's like giving you everything you want, but it's like you'll get sick of that toy too. You know what I mean? And you, on the other hand, whoever this is, like, that is actually using their head over their heart or over the emotions of the situation, has to realize, like, this isn't a good situation to get into. Universe was saying, like, you don't want to start building a foundation on bumpy ground, or the earth that is shifting. You know what I mean? Like they say with karma, you leave them how you meet them. So it's just like, they were talking about heading into 2022, sticking to our morals, sticking to our roots of who we are. They're talking about our destiny. So I feel like, with this situation, as appealing as it may be, I'm sure you both have the best intentions, but, the fallout will be, they're saying, catastrophic. I think that's a very strong word. But I feel like it's like, nobody, there's no winners here. You know what I mean? Like, even though you two feel like, I don't, you know what I mean? It's just like, why? You know? It's just like someone's got to be the grown up here. You can't look through rose colored goggles. This is why I always tell people, stop over romanticizing certain things that happen in life. Like over romanticizing, what is it? When we had Venus retrograde. Oh, my ex is going to come back and everything's going to be great. Do you really want your ex back? He or she is they are your ex for some reason. You know what I mean? So it's just like, stop over romanticizing things and see them for what they actually are. The Nine is a fine looking young person, knows their way around people. Like any good fire sign, they are charming, good looking, and always know the right thing to say. They really don't, which, sorry, they're using he, but I'm trying to use they. He doesn't really need to think about it, which is good because they rarely do. Rushing into circumstances is the keynotes of the card. Not That's not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes we all get caught up and swept away in the moment, and that's what I feel like it is. We're looking through rose-colored goggles with this, what we're building it up to be in our head. And I'm not saying that you two don't have feelings for each other, but the situation is, we don't want people getting hurt. The fallout of things. Someone's gonna end up getting hurt here. You know what I mean? And it's like, all you could do is be kind, and it's just like, you know what I mean, don't even entertain it, whatever, you know what I mean. Like sometimes you can't help what happens, in environments, but I just feel like someone's got to be thinking smartly here. But if you are looking for a knight that's in it for the long haul, think twice before you put all your eggs into this basket. The knight is in constant motion, as we see from his horse. Be careful with your heart around this one, unless he has given you very good reason to bestow his charm on personality for keeps. You know what I mean? And I don't know. It's like, do you really want to be the person to be like, well, sorry, I can't be with you because you're going to break someone's heart. You know what I mean? And it's just like, if the universe wants, if you love something, let it free. If it comes back to you, it's meant to be, I did that with Shane. We were together for 10 years. So, it is what it is. If it's meant to happen, it'll happen, but I honestly, sitting there giving them ultimatums to hurt someone, you don't want that. But besides this Nine of Wands that we're starting off with, we have the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is all about our future. It's lining up beautifully. This is what I'm saying. Do you really want to, compromise what Spirit is showing here? So the Nine of Cups, everything's lining up. This is one of the most positive cards. You're almost at your desired state of bliss. You just have a little longer to go. So we definitely get that with the 10 of Wands. So it feels, we were getting this. I feel like this was the new moon or full moon forecast, where it's like they were showing the wands falling. It's like there was temporary situations that stressed us out. With me was the surprise window renovations, catching a cold, you know, so it's just like things happen. But, you know, like, you know, my kids were getting stressed out about it. And I'm like, listen, it's a temporary situation. It's going to be done. And you'll never have to think about it again, you know? So, you know, that's the way I'm trying to teach them, you know, because I had anxiety as a young person like them, and it's not good. You know, if I can sit there and save them for any of that, I would, you know? If this card appears in a money spread, your ship is about to come in. So with no harm to none, and so it is, we get money knockings twice here. If it appears in love, know that the feelings you have for someone else are reciprocated. And you're about to have those feelings validated in real time very soon. And this is what I mean. Yes, there is an attraction there. Please don't get me wrong here. Like, you know, yeah, the fire signs get a bad rap, but I feel like it's just like, honestly, I'm just like, it's just the timing is off. I feel like if you sit down and have a conversation, I feel like things don't line up. You know what I mean? It's just like if someone actually is thinking with their head here and not their nether regions and just not with, you know, attraction, you know, I feel like you're compatible in a lot of ways, but I just feel like, you know, if the logical things, you know what I mean? It's just, you know, if there's a conversation, there's a conversation, but you know what I mean? Like you don't want to break someone's heart so you can have what you want. You know what I mean? Like no. So we have the star. So in this time where we feel like, you know, we're overburdened, it's like your guardian angels are with you. You know, and we've been getting this a lot. The dragon's tarot, you know, showing the dragon overhead, protecting you. You know, we're getting a lot of that, keeping an eye over you. So the star almost serves a period of peace and healing and embodies a peaceful and creative spirit of zodiac sign Aquarius. It can mean you're reuniting with someone after a breakup or even a separation from a loved one for the time being. There's no negative, excuse me, negative symbolisms with this card, as this card is also a joyful sight to see. This card may come in a tough time and brings with it the message that there is peace on its way to you. So, like, I was literally saying to my girlfriends, I was just like, damn, man, it's like the universe freaking threw everything at me and the kitchen sink. Literally, as I was reading for IG, it's like they threw the kitchen sink at my head and all your dong. It's like, it's like, dang. Universe, you always got my back. What the hell? Sometimes it's just like, you know, it's just, you know, I'm appreciating that I love to binge watch, you know, my shows and just relax. And it's like, I'm never going to call myself lazy again. It's like, After I just went through, all beauty and light will soon be restored to your world. And you may receive assistance from someone in the process. Some readers consider this card to symbolize your guardian angels, here to bring you peace and joy after heartache. And I don't feel like it's so much heartache. I feel like it's just very much like the Ten of Wands. It's just, you know, I feel like it's just you. It's like, oh my gosh, was something just freaking drop? You know, like, you know, done. Besides yourself, this is a card where it feels too good to be to feel this good, but believe it because you deserve what joy. You deserve this joy after whatever you've gone through in the past. You can pin your dreams on this star because she is ready to make them come true. And I feel like it's just things lining up. We did get positive knockings with this with the Queen of Pentacles. I get two things here. Either they're highlighting yourself as the provider, but I also feel like this could be a work relationship. And look what Spirit is showing. You both have your backs turned to each other. You know what I mean? And this is where it might be one of you, depending which one you identify with. And I feel like this is where Spirit is like, you know, no. It's just, I don't know. You know, with myself, it's just, I'm more logical now, you know, after everything I've been through, because it's just like, you gotta see everything for what it is. Excuse me. You know, you gotta stop looking at things like, you know, with, like I said, through rose-colored goggles. You gotta see everything. Forest through the trees. You gotta see everything. So the Ten of Wands. The positive thing with this Ten of Wands that there's an ending. You know, in that moment, it feels like, you know, honest, I can tell you, trust me, working 8.5 hours, freaking sitting there and having to move all the stuff, like everything, the hardware off the windows, everything, like the holes, the curtains, the blinds, everything had to come off. And it's like, after you've had a long freaking ass day, that is the last thing you want to do. And then you get a cold, your kids get a cold. It's just like, dang, you know, it's like, It's like, you when someone twists your arm behind your back and you're screaming uncle and waving the white flag and it's just like they ignore it all, you know? It's like, you know? I hate to complain with what's going on in the world because I'm sure there's a million people that would want my problems. The Ten of Wands is a card of being overburdened, overwhelmed in life. Sometimes something that we all experience on a regular basis. Most of our burdens we have chosen to pick up, and many of them are practical in nature. How am I going to get everything done in 24 hours? This is the feeling of the tarot card. Trust me, exactly. It's like, when am I going to sleep? But every 10 and the tarot, this card is about a journey coming to an end and the cycle finishing for the time being. Some of these burdens can be emotional if we have hurt someone and are carrying guilt over the responsibilities. And that's exactly what I'm saying. Do you really want to carry the guilt with you, that karma with you, hanging over your head that you sat there and made them choose between the two of you? And it's like, don't even take yourself out of the equation. It's like, someone's got to be logical here. The message of the card, whether the burdens have been chosen upon you or have come upon you, is to keep on keeping on. The end of the road is near, the sun is waiting to shine on you when you reach it. So success is ours, and I definitely feel like that's what Spirit is saying. Success is ours. Keep moving forward. Keep on keeping on. This is just a cycle. This is a temporary situation. And that's what I told my boys with, they're very, and I don't blame them, it's like, they said one thing and then it was another thing. And it's, that's what happens with renovations, especially surprise ones. It's like, surprise. It's like, no. So we're going to the Queen of Pentacles. So never mind it's the Queen. Just look at the fact of the card of what it is, and it's just like, they're talking about you're on the right path. That's the main message to take away from this card. You're doing the right things. Even though you're feeling overburdened and you feel insecure in some way emotionally, probably because you're tired, it's just, like they said, keep on keeping on. When the Queen of Pentacles arrives in your tarot, know that you're being given the message of abundance and fertility. There may not be a lot of exciting drama happening in your situation or your day right now, but you're still sitting pretty. The presence of the card could suggest that all the moves you have been making to create the stable relationship and secure environment for your loved ones have been all the right ones. You may not feel glamorous or beautiful, but you're in very good shape. And I feel like that's what they're saying. Let these burdens fall. And I don't want to say burdens. I'm grateful that the windows got changed because trust me, when there were storms outside, it was like I would put the plastic insulation on the windows in the wintertime and it was basically like a lung. It would breathe in and out. I'm like, dang, so it's a lot warmer in here. It's like temporary pain for long-term gain. So it's like, got to see the silver lining somewhere. So we have the King of Pentacles as our last card rounding us out for this week. So the King of Pentacles, know that your ship is about to come in some way with no harm to none. And so it is. We don't want, you trust me, you don't want that kind of, trust me. At work, this could mean a raise or promotion for you, a big bonus too. It will likely be a change that will last for some time with Pentacles in play. In love, this means you have found your partner and you will be a provider to someone else and provide a successful and stable home life for them. So, I feel like overall it's great, but I just definitely feel like, I tell this to a lot of people. Don't, you got to look at the logistics, listen to what they're trying to tell you. When they show you who they are, then it's like, you know what I mean? If they're willing to end a long-term relationship just to see, they don't even know you. Just to get to know you, it's like, you gotta take that into account. Maybe there is something going on there. Maybe it's been over for a while between the two of them, but you don't want to be the reason for them to sit there and make and have that happen. They're showing me the James Franco movie, Tristan and Azul. Oh my gosh, I love that movie. Oh, I have it somewhere. It's one of my favorite movies. And it's just the love between them, and look, and it ended up costing him his life in the end. And he betrayed, like, it was like his brother. So it's just like, as much as he was infatuated in love with her, he knew it was wrong. But it's just like, I just, in my humble opinion, and you do what you want, it's your life. I'd never want to sit there and cause someone else pain. You know what I mean? I've had my heart freaking shattered, a piece of my soul taken out. And it's like, I would never want to do that to someone. I never want to be, wow, I'm sitting there happy and this person's like falling apart. No, it's just like I said, If the universe wants to bring you two together, you guys will end up together. Just, leave it, let the universe decide if it's supposed to be. You don't want to be that reason. Don't even give them a reason. Don't even entertain it. Like I said, if it's supposed to happen, it'll happen. That's all you can do. So I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Safe, happy weekend. These are your daily tarot cards for Friday, March the 11th, 2022. May the universe bless you good. We'll see you for the next daily tarot card. Bye.